Let's recline and relax. Lay on your back. And this is how we're going to be for the whole flow. Man, do you deserve it? Yes, you do. Start putting in your head that you deserve it. Yes, you do. You deserve to lay back and relax and just be. Be in this moment. Be nowhere else. And in order to do that, focus on something. Focus on your breath. Those thoughts will come and they will go. You're on paddings, you're on blocks, maybe not. Your head is on a pillow, maybe not. Wherever you are, just be. You may stamp the feet into the mat, you may lay in Shavasana for now. You choose. You're setting the tune of your breath by the tune of your focus. You are creating peace, comfort, relaxation. You're letting the muscles go on vacation. Although we will do a few things for those whose bodies are ready for some next level advanced movement here and there, I am going to throw in a few poses that you can try out for yourself. As always, I do want to incorporate messages and lessons throughout my flows. So today's flow, this practice, we're going to focus on our imaginations. Hence why we're looking up. Because isn't it that why we're told to look up? Whenever we need an answer, whenever we need guidance, there are those who say, look up to the stars. Just look up to the heavens, look up to the skies. Day or night, look up, hold your head up high, chin up. Because that is where you get your guidance. That is where you get your answers. But maybe some of them didn't tell you that it is your imagination that you interact with. It is that childlike world that we've been told to suppress. No, I don't think so. Your mind needs that to create. So dive into your imagination today and look up. Bend both knees into the chest and just rock side to side to side. Facial expressions can be anything you like. Again, stay with the breath, and I'm not going to really cue the breath as much as I do in other flows, because for this practice, you're pretty relaxed and you're going to be very relaxed. So you don't really need to pay too much attention to the practice, to the breath. Just make sure you do keep a rhythm to it. You may lift the hips with the knees to the chest, and the nose may come to the knees. Exhale. Inhale, lower yourself. Knees stay towards the chest. Exhale, pick up the hips, nose to the knees. Inhale, lower. Exhale, bring them together. Slight lift of the lower back. Inhale, lower. Exhale, nose somewhat to the knees. Stay with your imagination. Remember, whatever comes to the mind comes. Don't interact, don't engage, watch it. Set the left foot down. Place the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Eye of the needle. Pull the left knee in. Hips will lift a little bit. And you pull in the left knee in with the hands interlaced. As you maintain this position, see if you'd like to, and this is for those who'd like to, watch a movie of what you want to come to fruition in your life. Play it out in movie reels. Like you just set something on TV, eyes open or close. Again, this is your mind that you're using. What is it that you want to come to life? Play it out in a movie. Who are the actors? What are the settings? Remember, this world is yours. And a few more breaths. Take your time. Just slide that right ankle to the outside of the left thigh. We're coming into cow face legs. So you're pushing the left knee towards the right knee, both coming towards the center midline of the body, bringing that left knee to push into the right knee towards the chest, not hard. But if you send your awareness to that left thigh, and if you begin to push a little bit down, you begin to feel as you depress that leg that the right leg is getting a good stretch. Hands hold on to the ankles, the feet, the outsides of them. You choose. And again, watch your movie or stay with your meditation. Breathing in and out at your rhythm. Legs will slide into butterfly position from here, bringing the soles of the feet together. You may grab onto the outsides of the feet, interlacing your fingers, maybe grabbing onto the ankles, a soft press between the bottoms of the feet if you do this. Knees are open wide and you're just wiggling the hips. But from here, see if you can just wiggle the hips, not really rocking the body side to side. But as you can see, if you need to take a break to see, just the legs are moving. The thigh area, you're just wiggling the hips, the legs, just swiveling those knees. You come into your happy baby. The movie continues. It plays out as it's supposed to because this is what you create. Your imagination is your computer processor. Happy baby, soles of the feet open wide, grabbing onto the feet with the hands and pulling those knees down towards the armpit. See if you can lower that lower back a little more. The glutes lower a little more. See if you can keep that back a little flatter. Coming into eye of the needle with the left leg, the left ankle on top of the right thigh, pulling the right knee in, stretching the left leg now. And as you can tell, I'm not talking as much. I'm just giving you space to be with yourself. Because yoga is all about self-realization, isn't it? It's a lot more to it, but really that's the ultimate goal. So, be with yourself. A few more breaths until we release. And release, sliding that left leg down to the outside of the right leg, coming into your reclined cow face. Grabbing onto the ankles or the outsides of the feet, pushing that right leg, the knee area, into the left knee, pressing both legs towards the chest and feel a wonderful stretch in that left thigh, especially that glute. If you've been walking a lot, if you've been sitting a lot, if you've been moving a lot, if you've been in some way sedentary, this is good for everybody, anybody, no matter who you are. This helps all hips. So take advantage. Releasing into butterfly position again. Take your stance, take your place, and really be grateful that we're not doing anything that requires sweat. Yes. I was just thinking about that. The beat goes on, the movie plays on to the next scene. Your imagination is rolling on. You are creating a lot in other realms, bringing it into your physical, coming into happy baby, grabbing onto the outsides of the feet or this time big toes, bending your elbows, making sure the shoulders remain flat as possible. Remember perfection. What is that? Throw that out the window. That is what you already are. You don't go after something you are. And relax. Moving along, bring the legs back into eye of the needle, right ankle on top of the left thigh, setting the left foot down if you need to begin. Pulling that left knee in first. Take a quick breath here. Inhale. And exhale out. Slide the legs into cow face, just simply right leg to the outside, and then pulling the knees in towards the chest. Grab onto what you can grab onto. Take a quick breath here. Inhale. And exhale out. From here, just simply set the legs down, keeping the shape as they are. You're going to set the left knee down and the right foot will come to the outside of that left thigh. The right toes are pointing to the left wall or somewhat towards there. They may, look somewhat towards the front, depending on the shape of our knees and how our legs are doing. Coming with me, the left arm may extend towards that right knee, left hand on top of the right knee. And the right hand may do what it do. Maybe it may come to the heart, to the hip. What I'm doing is I brought the palm of my hand to my forehead. You may make a mudra, either hand, maybe both hands. Follow your own rhythm, your own creativity. Follow what you see in your imagination or whatever works for your intention. I don't know about you, but by this point, this is when I knew my hips were gonna feel so good once I ended my practice. From here, keep the left knee on the mat or on the floor and bring the right knee to the bottom of the left foot. So the right heel is coming towards the right glute here. Left hand is somewhere in the left knee. Right hand is grabbing onto the right ankle. And the bottom of the left foot has a friendly push into the right leg. Really the right knee. And you're just descending that left knee with the friendly push of the left hand. Relaxing, relax. From right shoulder to right knee, it feels long. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter what you think about yourself. Just relax. Come back into eye of the needle, right ankle on top of the left leg, and then bring that right foot to the ground as we were before. Left knee is bent, the left heel is coming towards the glute here. Long line from left shoulder to left knee, right toes pointing to left wall. You may stay as you were before, or you may grab onto the shoulders like a gentle hug, the elbows pointing up towards the ceiling. See how that feels if this works for you. Use this time to supply yourself with what you need in life. Use this time to tell yourself who you are. You use this time to be alert and awake within yourself. Your soul is alive. It is alive at all moments. Slide yourself into all-encompassing diamond pose, which is simply right knee on top of a block or not, right foot on top of that left knee or not, maybe the right foot to the outside of the left knee, just cupping that left knee, and the left foot is still coming towards the glute, grabbing onto the left ankle with the right hand. Long line from torso to left knee, and the left knee is pointing towards the front wall. Everything is on the mat or not, depending on what you've done with that right knee. You may watch me to see what I've done if you'd like. And that left hand is placed somewhere, and if it is on top of the right knee, it can help the right knee descend. Do what you do. Do what you do. Inhale, exhale. Press that right foot into the mat. Again, to the outside of the left thigh. Right hand on top of the right knee this time. And see for those who feel that they can do this, their thighs and their knees say okay. Simply bring that left foot to the right knee, which means the left thigh is going to have to press into the mat. And you're going to push that right knee with the left hand and hold the left ankle with the right hand, pushing them towards each other. And this is going to permit you to lean towards the left a little bit. And it's a slight back bend as well. It's going to feel a little awkward as long as you're leaning on the left side more so than the right. It'll work out. Everyone release, come back into butterfly position or happy baby or something else that you feel. Rocking side to side or maybe swiveling the hips. Again, do what you do or follow me. Release, butterfly. The left foot will stamp into the mat, coming close towards the left glute. Have happy baby with the right leg, pulling it down by the ankle, maybe the thigh, the outside of the right foot. Stay here or stamp the ball of the left foot into the mat with the heel making contact with the left glute. And that right knee is pulling down. The question is, how much do you want to know about yourself? How much knowledge do you want to gain about yourself? How much DNA do you want to unlock? But that's a story for another time. And release yourself from that, coming into eye of the needle, left leg, left ankle on top of the right leg, pulling the right knee in. We're going to do all of that on the other side now. Again, feel relaxed. Stay with your breath, your intention, your imagination, your movie, your scenes, the movie's playing out. You slide the legs into cow face. You know what to do, stretching that right leg, pulling both knees down, pulling your intention into physical reality as you look up towards it coming down. Legs now come to the ground. The right knee is pointing towards the front, the right heel coming towards the glute. Left foot into the mat to the outside of the right leg. It's like crossing at the legs while the torso remains flat and the left toes are pointing to the right wall. Right hand finds its destination on top of the left knee. Left hand makes its way towards the heart, the forehead, third eye center, the floor. Hands reach their place. And relax. Remember, this is a stress-free zone. Release. Exhale. Keeping that right leg where it is. You bring the left foot, the left heel towards the left glute. Left knee bends, coming to the mat, everything. And the right, bottom of the right foot is cupping that left knee, left thigh area. Arms go where they go. They may goal post, bending at the elbows, hands coming behind you. They can come behind the head. They can stretch out in wings. Do what you do. Picking the left foot back up and stepping it to the outside of the right thigh again, left toes pointing towards the right wall. This time grab onto the right ankle with the left hand. Left foot goes on top or cups that right knee, right thigh area. The left knee will then descend towards the mat, set it on top of a block. If you don't want it to descend by itself, right hand goes on top of the left knee, making a all-encompassing diamond position. And if you see this with the objective bird's eye view, I'm just saying words, you can see that it does take shape. In your meditation or in your movie, throw in there the imagination of no disease. What if you had a life where you actually did not get sick? Stress didn't affect you because you didn't respond or react to it. Imagine a life where sickness does not exist. Let's do what we did on the right side with the left. Go ahead and place that left foot to the outside of the right thigh again, stamping it into the mat as we've been doing, and hug yourself, elbows pointing up to the ceiling or the sky, hands to opposite shoulders, speaking good words over yourself. Again, you don't have to do this if this is creating anything in your mind that you don't want. Maybe both hands to the heart. Maybe both hands to your solar plexus. Releasing yourself from that. Remember that somewhat challenging pose where you're laying on the side, somewhat back bend. We're going to go ahead and enter that. So go ahead and rest most of your weight on the right side, the right shoulder. You're going to lift the left side body, bring the right thigh to the mat as you lift that right foot towards the left knee, pushing the left knee with the right hand, and then the right ankle coming towards the left knee, pushing the ankle towards the knee with the left hand. You're going to have to lift up a little bit in order to do this. You're going to have to use that core in order to accomplish this as well, especially your side obliques. Release. And then lay on your back fully, coming back into your swiveling or rocking butterfly. Bring yourself into half happy baby, with the left knee coming towards the left armpit. Right heel comes as close as it can towards the right hip. And if you'd like, step into the right ball of the foot. The right heel lifts as high as it can go, coming into contact with the left glute. Feel what you feel. The right hand makes a mudra, maybe to the heart, maybe it comes to the third eye. Notice what you notice. Remember, every thought, you don't have to react to it, but pay attention. Notice trends. Your mind remembers everything, all experiences, and whatever trend that it gives to you back in thoughts, pay attention to it. It's trying to tell you something. This is where you communicate with yourself. Cellular level has thinking, okay? The cellular level has thinking. So take nothing for granted, but take advantage of everything your body offers you. We're going to transition here a little, widen the arms or gold post the arms, bending at the elbows, legs lift to the sky. Now the soles of the feet, as you can see, are pointing towards the camera. You may sway the hips here, just moving the legs left and right. You can bend the knees as much as you'd like, anytime you feel. Take this next few seconds also to adjust yourself, any padding that you like, any movement that you need to do. Eventually, we're going to meet whenever you'd like with legs lifting up to the sky and you find stillness, legs are long or knees bent. Take a deep breath here, in, and on the exhale, lower the left leg to the ground, extend it towards the front. Bend the right knee, pull the knee in towards the chest. Take deep breaths with each movement. Each movement is intentional. Because remember, the universe does not work with faulty or limp ideas, limp intentions. It goes full throttle in anything that is thrown at it. Pulling the foot down now in half happy baby. Keep the left leg as it is, extended forward, yet resting, though engaged, by pointing the toes up. Bringing that foot into a Hindulasana, reclined, which is pretty much pulling the toes towards the nose. The leg comes across the chest. You can hug the leg. You can grab onto the feet, interlacing the fingers. And you rock your rock, side to side. You know what to do. Go ahead and move yourself over towards the right. You might have to move off the mat, or maybe just part of your body will remain on the mat. We're going to keep that left leg extended forward. The right knee will move over towards the left floor. Arms open or gold post the arms. That right knee can rest on a block. Now stay here or extend the right leg over all the way towards the left wall. And the arms may stay as they are. Or you may begin to grab onto the right toes, maybe the right big toe, maybe the right foot with the left hand. Both right leg and left arm are extended if you are grabbing, and the spine is depressing into the mat. Work your way to make sure both shoulders remain on the mat, or as much as they can. Staying here or bending that foot underneath you, which is the left foot, grabbing onto the left ankle with the right hand. Maybe the gaze turns towards the right wall. Maybe your eyes are closed and it really doesn't matter where the physical gaze is, because you're so deep within, it doesn't matter. Let go of both feet, keeping the legs long, making a 90-degree angle, and just simply turn the torso. So now you're laying on your stomach. Grab the right big toe with the right hand, right peace fingers. Maybe stay here, or bend the left knee, grabbing the foot with the left hand, pulling that left heel towards the left glute. So really the right leg is long and the left angle of that hip is wide. Opening the hips here, but in a different way, a relaxed way. Pull with the left side and lengthen with the right. Eventually, you release everything. Keep the legs long. First, turn the torso so that you're now laying on your back or somewhat on your back, which will mean you have to move the legs in a fashion that is safe for the hips. Once you're on your back, lay on the left side, knees bend. You can stay here or extend the legs to the left wall, and then turn on the back again, arms open wide. So the legs are going straight to the left. The back is on the mat, somewhat flat. The right shoulder might lift. Just finesse that shoulder down with some friendly coercion, some friendly energy. Flexing the spine, rotating the thoracic spine, which is the middle spine. Helping it, supported it by the lumbar bottom, the cervical spine, which is the top. Moving yourself in a way in a relaxed state of mind is extremely beneficial. Extremely. Lay on the back. Extend the legs to the sky, maybe interlacing the fingers around the big toes. Maybe the arms open wide. And if your peace fingers are around the big toes, open the legs wide. Or arms not to the toes, open the legs wide. So in other words, do what you do with the arms and the legs. What I'm doing is I'm just going to grab onto my big toes and I'm opening my legs wide with my arms. And I gotta adjust my body a little bit so my legs can have some space. No overstretching anywhere. Paying attention to all joints. And for your particular bodies, if you have any special recommendations that you need to take on for your body, please take it. Make any adjustments necessary. And we're going to release wide leg, bring both feet up to the ceiling, the sky again. This time, right leg extends down to the mat, forward, and the left knee will bend in towards the chest. Everything rests on the mat, flat, depressed into earth, and letting earth communicate with the body. Rocking side to side, maybe from here going into half happy baby with that left leg as well. Take your time and move at your pace, moving into half happy. That ankle will then be cradled in a Hindulasana, a baby cradle pose, bringing the leg across the chest, hugging or grabbing onto the foot, hugging the leg, finding your way to pull that knee towards the chest even more while the shoulders remain down, the hips remain down, and the lower back. Let's not forget about that lumbar area. Breathe and stay relaxed. Begin moving over towards the left side of the mat, maybe a little off the mat. That might be necessary. Open the arms wide. Field goal the arms. Left leg goes across the body over towards the right wall, and right leg is extended, resting. Grabbing onto the big toe with the right peace fingers, maybe. Grabbing that right foot with the left hand. Pulling the heel closer to the glute, maybe. That right knee can bend. It doesn't have to shoot forward towards the front wall. Turning the body over, just the torso, upper body. The legs stay long extended, releasing all toes, all feet to allow yourself to make a 90-degree angle with the hips. Grabbing onto the left big toe with the left hand, or the left foot with the left hand. Grabbing onto the right foot if you're coming with me with the right hand, bending that right knee so that the heel comes close as it can to the glute. Every area, every limb is working. Even though you're still in a relaxed position laying down, the arms and the legs and the blood is still flowing. And when blood is flowing, something is working. And when something is working, why not attend to it with intention to enhance it? Always remember that you are abundantly supplied with everything you need. All the knowledge is within you in your pineal and your DNA. For those who are melanated, this is especially applied to you. Take note. You must know who you are. And when you're in a relaxed state, that knowledge comes swift and easily to you. And that's why I want to do this practice with you. Release all the feet. Release the legs. Slowly turn back over. We're coming into twisted stomach, which is the knees now shifted so that they're facing the right wall, and you're laying on the right side of your body. Or you're laying on your back, knees facing the right wall, and the legs, if they so choose to, extend to the right wall. Bottoms of the feet facing the right. Legs are long, and the torso is relaxed. More so twisting from the midline, the middle spine, which is what we move the most, which is what helps us to do all of our athletic things, our daily movements. Making our way back to center. And once you're there, legs move up to the sky. Again, take your time. You don't have to rush. You don't have to move with me exactly. Just whenever you're ready, legs up to the sky. And if you're coming with me, legs open wide. Konasana, your angle pose. Legs are wide. Some of us may be inclined to roll onto our shoulders and bring the toes with the wide legs to the mat. Try to avoid that. Just relax for this practice. Just rest. From here, we're gonna stamp the feet into the mat. And for some of us, we may enter half hero, extending one leg forward and then the other foot coming towards the glute, a deep knee bend, or we may go into a full hero pose. Both knees bent, both heels coming to the sides, the hips, and you just laying back. Some of us may want to place some thick, deep padding underneath the back if you want extreme comfort here. For those with throws, thick throws, or any body pillows, definitely employ those here. If you maybe can't enter full hero or you just want to enter a deep restorative version of hero. For those moving through the movie of their imagination, of their intentions being fulfilled, of what they want to see fulfilled as ideal. The good thing about this is your movie doesn't stop. It doesn't end. There's no conclusion. Continue creating. Continue visioning for yourself, for your environment, for everything around you and within you. You may release hero. You may go straight into Shavasana from here, or you can set yourself on top of a block, the lower back on top of a block, supported bridge. Stay here with the feet underneath the knees, or roll over the front of the toes so that the toes, the front of the foot, is rolled into the mat and they're coming close towards the glute. Stretch the fronts of the ankles. Relax, relax, relax. From wherever you are, just take a few more solid, deep, intentional breaths. Eventually you release. Bend the knees into the chest. Take a deep inhale. You may lift the hips and knees to nose to knees. On the next exhale, set yourself up for Shavasana if you're not there already yet. Props, paddings, pillows, bolsters, music, candles, scents, oils, anything that you'd like to introduce into the conclusion of this practice. Again, continue imagining. Maybe this time you have eventually reached a point of rest in your imagination, in your meditation, your sanctuary. For example, one of my sanctuaries is a beach. I always imagine a beach house, and I know the floors, I know the kitchens, I know the outlay of it, everything about it, and that is my abode of peace, and I reside within this space. Take your time and you reside in it as well as you relax. You are present. You are still within. Distractions around you, if there are any, they fall away. They make no contact with your aura. This is your time to recharge, refill, relax, loosen yourself of judgment. They don't serve you at all. Of course, those that are under a mind of fear, of self-conscious blah, loosen yourself of them. Stay right here in mind, body, and spirit. Relax. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe.